From Studio 3 at Buzz TV, it's The Horse's Mouth with Tom McManus.
All right, welcome into another edition of The Horse's Mouth, season number 9, right here at Tommy Mac's at my bar, of course, brought to our good friends at the Heritage Capital Group and Cheers 904. It is the B Teal segment. We're talking startups. That's right, startup businesses and what is important to get them going. Now, Alessandro Apolito is owner of Cheers 904. He's also an attorney with Lippis Mathias. How are you, Alessandro?
All right, how are you,
Good
Tom?
to see you, man.
Thanks for having me.
So what kind of law are you practicing?
I do trust and estates and some corporate law.
Okay. A lot of contract?
Yes.
Okay. So any tips for startups? What would you say from a legal standpoint?
Yeah, I would say that, don't skimp on the preliminary legal work. So that might be making the right tax selections, creating the right operating or shareholder agreement to create the rules of the road so that when things come up later on down the road, everything's written down.
Yeah, have it all up front, right? So there's no mistake as we move forward.
That's right. Yeah. And, in my experience, in my practice, some business owners like to skimp on those kinds of things, and you always see that the result in the end, when you don't have that foundation in place, is much more expensive and much more difficult when that happens.
Yeah, you can't do it later. You got to do it at the beginning.
That's right.
Or it's trouble to get that set. No doubt.
That's right.
All right, great to have you back on the show. Bethany and Ross McClellan from Rapid Business Plans. How are you guys?
Good. How are you
Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
How long you been doing the business plan? I know, Bethany, you've been involved for a long time.
Yeah, I've been in the company like 10 years now.
10 years now?
Yeah.
How about you, Ross? You been in that game too?
Well, 10 years when she started. Last 3 years I've been working with the company. So
okay, great.
Yeah.
And who do you guys help at startups, I presume, right? Getting them ready, make sure they have the right business plan, the right mission statement, all that good stuff.
Yep.
Right?
Absolutely.
And that, like back to Alessandro, like that mission statement, right? That's a big part of businesses starting up. Wouldn't you agree?
Sure, I definitely agree with that. It's something that we tend to include in our business plans. Generally, we write them when clients are getting SBA or USDA loans. Okay. And they do those loans for startups too, so we're involved in a lot of
With
that.
AI, people are going to rely on that stuff, aren't they? You can't just rely on that. That's got to be, but I bet you people do. Talk about skimping. Hey, let the AI write our business plan. You know what I mean?
Well, and we've been looking into that. I mean, I would love it. We have 33 staff members, and we love all of them. And we also want to see what AI can do for us as well. And it can't write business plans, unfortunately. No. Can't write feasibility studies, but it helps us. We actually use some AI tools, some things that we may not think of as AI, like Grammarly. That's a tool that we use, to edit. And to also even rewrite some things for, different purposes like clarity or persuasion.
Is there a favorite kind of business you like working with? You guys are agnostic, I can imagine, but is there any kind of startups that are more exciting than others without, the non-exciting ones hearing?
We certainly love the ones that have commercial real estate. There's a little more excitement with that. But when our clients come to us, we like to work with the ones that are getting SBA loans for sure.
All right. Great to have you guys on the show, man. Appreciate that.
You.
All right, Cameron Jones is here from Happy Vets. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Tell us about your startup.
I've been a veterinarian for a couple decades now, and there's one area that really tugs on my heartstrings, and that is chronic conditions. Okay. I spent a lot of time in ER medicine. And I meet so many clients who are overwhelmed and under-supported. Yep. And they have a condition with their pet they think is acute, but really it's more of a crisis of a chronic condition, and they just are not well empowered or informed. And I want to do more to support those and be more specific about what I can do to help monitor those animals.
Like educating them a little bit better, because we always freak out when our pets are sick or hurt or whatever. You think the worst, right? Yeah. You're trying to calm people's nerves, and if there has to be action taken, you take it, but maybe there's another solution.
There's a lot of really great solutions that people might not be aware of. Yep. There's a wearable collar that I want to fit all my patients with, and that I can track their activity 24/7. Okay. So it's like having a veterinarian in your house. Yeah. It's more than just an app on your phone. Yeah. I see it. Right. So I have some dogs on this collar now, and I'm able to say, what happened last night? Yeah. The dog was up and down all night.
Oh, wow.
And, the owner's like,
I
was asleep.
My two shepherds. I wonder. Yeah, that's interesting. Very cool. Well, great that you founded that, and best of luck with it.
Thank you.
All right, Bill Genovese is back. How are you, sir? From
Hi,
Kyndryl.
Tom. Thank you.
How you doing? Remind us again. You're in the IT space.
Yeah, I am with Kyndryl. Kyndryl's the next division of IBM. Used to be IBM Global Technology Services. They spun and carved us out about 3 years ago. We're 100% independent and agnostic. Of contextual relevance to this discussion, I'm a senior member of our Innovation Selection Committee.
Okay.
So we do look at interesting startups that are typically past Series A and have revenue in our shipping product and have customers to partner with and potentially do business with. So that's interesting.
Absolutely.
And I am a 3-time CIO and CTO in startups.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So a digital asset exchange out of Miami.
Yep.
I was a co-founder and CTO there. Real estate company in the Northeast that wanted to be the next Redfin and Zillow.
Oh, interesting.
Using blockchain and AI. And then also a blockchain company in Charlotte, North Carolina. So know the space well. I've done a lot of due diligence in this area as well for another firm, Crosslake Technologies. So, looking at preparing startups that they're safe and secure and, getting budget under control in terms of who they're going to partner with for cloud and hosting as an example, too.
Yeah. And that security is so important.
It's an oversight.
It is.
And you've got to be prepared or you'll get caught.
Yeah, no, we've had many guests on here talking about that, in the past. I mean, that's IT security is big. Got to make sure. So let's see. We need good bylaws from the beginning, mission statements, and a good plan. Right. We need a good heart, and then we need good security on our technology.
Absolutely.
Are those the tips to get going in a startup? Come on, let's go. I love the hard part, by the way, and I appreciate what you guys are doing. Thanks for being here. Go Jags. Is the hangover over yet? Anybody?
No.
Still, I know.
Sad.
Well, next year, right? Always next year. All right, guys. Thanks so much for being here. All right, check out their great profiles at the dailynewsnetwork.com website. You'll see this conversation and many others. Until next time, stay safe out there and be cool. And we'll see you right here on The Horse's Mouth. Cheers.